welcome to our YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be in the background and I'm going to have a few questions. We're going to have discussions, one-on-one discussion with my friend here, and she's going to tell us a little bit about how you can pick your school and how you can raise your school fees to come and study abroad. So without wasting time, welcome, and I'm going to just tell us a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself before we jump into the questions.
Hi, my good people. My name is Mbeneka. I'm a registered nurse working in Canada. I'm here to inspire and motivate everyone who wants to try and dare abroad. Not necessarily Canada, you can dare elsewhere. But I want to tell you that it's possible to find a school, raise the school fees, because I know that is the hard part. So I want to motivate you through my story of how I did it, and welcome to our channel.
Thank you, Mbeneka. So I'll just jump right into it and start. How did you manage, or how did you pick your school, and how did you know this is actually the right college for me?
Okay, let me, in retrospect, I had tried window shopping. This is what I do every time. I had tried to see American schools, Australian school, and Canadian schools. So I tried to, the journey began like three years back. So I was window shopping to see if I am able to raise the school fees for Australian college, for US, American colleges, and Canadian colleges. So I tried to see, and the Canadian colleges seemed to have lesser fee, which was manageable according to me. So that's how I settled to Canadian colleges.
Okay, so thank you for answering that. So did you have anyone helping you in picking the college for Canada? And if you don't mind telling us, which college was it that you came to study?
So if you want to dare anywhere abroad, you have Google has to be your friend. So I had to Google schools here and there. Then I settled for Niagara College because it had a pathway, which was you come, you do the 2-year program. Then they were helping us to register for the NNS, which shows your credentials, like evaluates your credentials, and makes you know that you are equivalent to an RN or a diploma nurse. So that's why I settled for Niagara College.
Okay, thank you. And how much was the school fees?
The school fee was 17,000 Canadian dollars. So if I can convert, then it was like 1.3.
Was that for the whole
million.
year or the whole course?
That was for the all year, one program, which was critical care. So 1.3, 1.5, around there.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is not small money. This is a lot of money for those watching from any other country apart from Kenya. 1.3 million, we meant Kenyan shillings.
Yeah.
So 17,000 Canadian dollars. By then it was equivalent to about 1.3
1.45.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you are from any other country, you can just convert to your own conversion. So having said that, how did you manage to raise your school fees, or how did you plan to raise your school fees?
So this is what I did. I had some savings from we call them credit unions here, but back home we call them SACCOs. So it was like a credit union. So whatever you've saved, you are able to borrow 3 times of those savings. So I had saved around there about 500,000 Kenyan shillings. So I was entitled to borrow to get 1.5. But then I had again to do my math right, because if I took the 1.5 million, the 3 times, I wouldn't be able to pay it back, because I was coming to a new place. I'm a single mom with 2 kids whom I'm raising by myself. So I had to do the math and see, if I take the 1.5, will I be straining Yes, and then I had to settle, like I took 1.2, but I had other savings too by my side. I had, not that I had other savings, I had to let go of a property, like land, which I sold for like 500. It wasn't 500, it was like 460,000 Kenyan money. So 1.2 plus like 400, so that's what I did. So in my hand I earned like 1.6 million Kenyan shillings. Yeah, and I knew I wanted to get that property back. The land, I just let it go, but it was sad for me, but I had to get it back when I settled. Yeah.
So thank you. That is very enlightening, because a lot of people out here are very scared to take a loan to come and study abroad, especially if you don't have anybody else supporting you. So how did you manage to, because you're coming here to study, how did you manage to pay back that loan, having that you had left work in Kenya? I understand that you like resigned. It's not like you were taking like a paid leave. So how did you manage to pay back that amount of money that you took?
Well, this again, I go back to my calculations. So I paid the 1 year fee program, which was like 1.4. So I had like 200,000 in my account. So I used 100 I left in my account to be paying the loan as I stabilized here. And you remember I had said I sold it at 460,000 shillings. So the 60,000 I left it for my kids for schooling, but I would top up here and there for the fees and stuff. So it was hard. It's not easy, but knowing that nothing is impossible if you believe in yourself, yeah, you gotta take the bull by its horn. That's how I did it. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if I captured this. So you are working while you are studying here?
Yes. So when I came here, I was lucky because I got a job like immediately. Like I joined in January school, and by mid-month I had gotten a job as a personal support worker. Those are like caregivers in nursing homes. That time the starting salary was $18.6 per hour, and you work 7.5 hours. So, and we are supposed, that time we were only allowed to work for is it 20 to 24 hours a week. So I had to take an extra one shift to be like, it's 20 hours to be exact. So I had to take an extra shift because I knew where I was coming from. I didn't have the privilege of slacking. So I took an extra shift so that I can be able to send something on. Yeah.
Thank you for that. And I understand even right now the government is really supporting international students, and it's allowing the students to work full-time, unlimited hours, right?
Yeah, which is very good, because like if I had come and was working full-time hours, like it would be a smooth ride. But I can't say like it wasn't good, because I was able to save, because I was getting like 500 to like 600 for the 2 weeks dollars, and my room rent was like $400, and the rest for the first 2 weeks it was for bills and stuff. But the other one is what was to send something home and try and save something. I made sure like I had to save something, and I lived frugally. Like there were no, I don't know, like, I couldn't afford to buy Tim Hortons, which is like $2, to buy Sukuma Wiki. If you know, Sukuma Wiki was $2, but I couldn't afford because that was too expensive for me. But yeah. You have
Thank
to
you.
sacrifice something. Yeah.
That was a good sacrifice, and as we can see, I know it has really paid off, and we are
For sure.
grateful for that. So just in conclusion, I would like you to, like, for someone who is watching out there and they would want to, or they're really inspired and they would want to like study abroad or take that leap of faith, how would you tell them? There are single parents out there, there are young individuals or people out there who have just graduated, there are people who are struggling financially and they want to like take that extra step, there are people who want to just advance their education but they want to take it abroad. What would you advise them? Or what would you tell them?
I would tell them it's doable. The only thing is you have to believe in yourself and see that you are able to take that leap. The starting is the problem. Once you are in it, things will just flow. So I say, like, I had to save when I was, for the semesters are like 2 semesters for one program. So the 2 semesters, like I would say I was saving, even if it's 200, 500 per 2 weeks. Not per 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks I said I couldn't save anything. It was for bills. It was for buying food. Then the other one was for sending some money home, and the rest I would save. So, and there is 2 weeks breaks in the first semester and in the second semester. So the 2 weeks break, you are allowed to work full time. You can pick as extra shifts as you want. So during those 2 weeks, that is the time you save money towards your fee. So I was able, like, after the first semester, I was able to save like 2,000 Canadian dollars, because like when you work 2 weeks and you are paid like full time, and you pick as many shifts as you can get like over 1,200 or 1,500 if you work hard enough. And then after, like, every semester is the same as the 2 weeks. So the 2 weeks, if you save like 4,000, that's a good thing. Then after we say the program takes 8 months. So after the 8th month, you are allowed for a break, especially for people who don't have money. There are people who are sponsored by their parents, by their spouses, but if you don't have anyone sponsoring you, you have to be the sponsor. So the four months, like mine was from September, October, November, and December. The 4 months is when you work your ass off. Like, you have to take extra shifts. I had to book another job so that I could get enough shifts. I would literally move from one job to the other, no sleeping. You deny yourself, it's a sacrifice, but then you are able to save for that. So I had saved, like, let's say I had saved 4,000, but the 4 months I worked my ass off, I was able to like save like 10,000 Canadian dollars. So adding to that, and then I can say it was luck, sheer luck, or I don't know. It was just God working. So COVID came and we were allowed to work full time. So the rest of the money, like, it was like 3,000, and you can make arrangements with college. My college was Niagara College. So we were, even people who were not able to pay, even there are some people who had come and paid the first semester only. You make arrangement with the school and you say, I'll be depositing this amount. As long as you keep to that, you are able to do it. So I was able to raise that amount, and that's how I ended finishing my course. So I would encourage everyone to try and just take that leap of faith, trust the process. Yeah, everyone can make it. If I did, anyone else can. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That was really informative. That was really encouraging. That was really inspiring. So if you're out there, nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I am possible. So there you have it, guys. Like, this is your chance. This is your opportunity. Take the leap of faith, and I can tell you for a fact, it is worth it. It is going to pay off. As you can see, like, I encourage everyone to like take that step and, you know, come to school, study abroad, you know. So that's all, guys. Today I'm in the background. My name is Umazi, and until next time, bye.